The wave of Albuquerque police shootings in recent years has sparked strong feelings all the way around. On one side, people who think Albuquerque cops are getting a bad rap. On the other side, people who think Albuquerque cops are out of control. Now, News 13's Alex Tomlin reports that the father of one man killed by APD is proposing something that is sure to add to the controversy.
Ken Ellis is neck deep, wading through what he calls a never-ending stream of problems at APD. His fight now defines him.
I have to own this. They shot my son and killed him, and I live this every single day. Now I'm the father of the Iraq war veteran that was killed by APD.
Police shot and killed Kenneth Ellis Jr. 2 years ago as he stood in front of a 7-Eleven while holding a gun to his own head. Now his father has joined a group of families whose sons have been killed by APD in recent years, and he wants to make sure their faces are burned into the memories of every Albuquerque resident. He's got quite a plan to do that.
Here's a picture of him, and here's a picture of my son. This man killed my son, and this man killed this man's son.
He wants to put the pictures and names of the men shot by APD on a paid pull-out ad in the Albuquerque Journal, like the kind put out by the city that showcases drunk drivers and thieves. He also wants to put the pictures of cops who pulled the trigger.
If I put a face to these numbers, that it's going to be, it'll hit people a little more closer to home, that, you know, it's not just numbers that we're dealing with, it's people's lives.
Ellis says he hopes to grab people's attention so he can engage them about the other problems in the department.
It's not just the killings, but it's the beatings and it's the abuse of the public.
Ellis, who says he supports the men and women in blue on the streets, believes the brass has gone too far. While he admits that many of the men shot in recent years put themselves in the line of fire, he says that doesn't mean police officers had to fire on them.
Just because they're having a hard time in their lives and they're not exactly role model citizens, that doesn't make it okay for them to kill them. They need help.
Alex Tomlin, KRQE News 13.
APD declined to comment on Mr. Ellis's proposal, and we had no luck reaching the police union this evening. As for the Albuquerque Journal, which publishes the city's property crime and DWI inserts, they say they would have to see Ellis's ad before they could say if they would run it.